Just as loneliness can be painful, so can relationships, as anyone who has fought with a friend or suffered a breakup knows. Thus, deciding how to deal with loneliness requires careful thought. Maybe you think that being lonely is preferable to risking friendships. Before you decide that's your best option, though, ask yourself whether your decision to not connect with others is based on fear, such as fear of others criticizing you, rather than your true preferences. If it's fear-based, it may be blocking you from living a life that's consistent with your values. Taking action to build relationships may be one more way to live a values-based life, and thereby reduce your emotional distress. Think about what else may be preventing you from building relationships. Is it a judgmental belief, such as that you're basically unlikable, or that people are out to hurt you? If so, remember that judgments typically represent inaccurate overgeneralizations. If you're open to a different view, you can probably find evidence in your life that contradicts that belief. For example, while people may have purposefully hurt you, it's probably not true of everyone in your life. Very likely, only some people have behaved in ways that hurt you, either intentionally or unintentionally. Remember, too, that there are all different kinds of people. If one person wasn't a good friend to you, another may be. If you weren't a good friend to someone, keep in mind that your future behavior doesn't have to be the same. Finally, maybe your decision to stay lonely is based on problems you can resolve. If you don't have the social skills needed to make friends, for example, it might help to take a class or talk to a therapist. If you're hypersensitive to routine comments, then learning ways to cope with the give and take of friendly conversations might be the answer. If you've typically chosen to have relationships with verbally abusive people, then you may need to learn how to choose friends who are respectful to you. If you're not willing to work on friendships because you don't have the energy or care enough about yourself, then seeking treatment for depression might be called for. Understanding what you have to overcome in order to meet people and build friendships will help you make an informed decision about whether you're ready to start the process. If you're not willing to work on relationships, you can still learn to not judge yourself for being lonely, as well as build other kinds of meaningful connections to minimize the pain of the loneliness you experience. Stop judging your loneliness. When you're lonely, you may have judgmental thoughts, such as, I don't have any friends to hang out with, I'm such a loser. As you know from Chapter 6, judging yourself in this way adds to your emotional discomfort and makes coping with a tough situation even more difficult. Letting go of such judgments won't take away all the pain of loneliness, but it'll help significantly. Accept your loneliness as a fact, but only a part of your life. Like a spot in your yard where the grass doesn't grow as thickly. You'd prefer to have your lawn be lush all over, but having a sparse patch doesn't mean you can't have an attractive yard. In the same way, having loneliness doesn't mean you can't lead a contented life. You can focus on other ways to enhance your life, such as those discussed next. If you don't accept the loneliness that's there or work on changing it, then you'll continue to suffer. Alternate ways to experience a sense of connection. You can connect to life through activities you enjoy, which may be as simple as gardening, reading, or taking walks. Try to do these things mindfully. Total absorption in an activity will help create a sense of belonging and connectedness. If you find your thoughts wandering or find yourself making judgments, like, I'm a loser, these plants will never grow, and this won't make a difference anyway, which is normal, simply redirect your attention to the activity at hand. Be mindful of the physical sensations involved in whatever you're doing. For example, if you're gardening, then completely focus on the feel of the earth, the smells, and the breeze on your face. The more you focus on the activity and let go of judgmental thoughts, the more enjoyable and rewarding the experience will be. Immerse yourself in creative activities. Paint, write, cook, create photos or films, decorate, play music, arrange flowers, or spend time in art museums. Do whatever is your creative passion. An artistic connection can lead to feeling more alive and part of the world. Some people experience a sense of connection through dedication to a cause or providing service to others. Your cause may be related to the work you do, but not necessarily. Perhaps you want to feed the hungry or work for human rights. Find a way to be involved in making a difference. Watch for the extreme thinking that can stop you from even getting started with this, such as, "This problem is too big." Making one small difference is enough. You can also help others through online volunteer work and not leave your home. There are websites for online volunteer opportunities that might fit you, such as www.volunteermatch.org. Being lonely doesn't mean you need to be isolated. Engage with the world. Consider doing by yourself the things you'd like to do if you had friends or companions. Going out to dinner and to movies by yourself can be daunting, but you'll find it easier over time. As discussed in Chapter 1, emotionally sensitive people often feel a connection to the world through nature. Go to a park or lake or walk in an arboretum. Studying history is a way to gain a sense of connection with the past. Traveling to historic places, such as walking down the same road Cleopatra is believed to have walked, or visiting sites of the early American colonies, can enhance that sense of being a part of humanity. Working with your own family history and genealogy can form an even more personal connection to past and present generations. Understanding your ancestry may help you learn more about yourself. Consider focusing on your spirituality. Whatever your beliefs, being in touch with a higher power can be comforting. A sense of greater meaning carries with it a sense of connection. Pets can be wonderful companions. Maybe you'd like to adopt a cat or dog. You can also volunteer to care for animals at a shelter or provide them with a foster home. Consider a pen pal. Writing a person who lives in a different country could be a safe and interesting way to build a connection to someone. Perhaps you found yourself dismissing these ideas as you listen to them. What you really want might be lots of friends who accept and love you and never hurt you. You may wonder how something like building a relationship with a pen pal can make a dent in your feelings of loneliness. Watch out for extreme thinking such as, "This will never work." Following the suggestions in this section won't erase your loneliness, but it'll help. Try one. Give it your full attention and you'll see a difference. Then try another. If you still wish to spend more time closer to people, then classes, book clubs, or other group activities can offer you a structured and relatively non-threatening way to start.